I originally tied a different rig and then promptly left it on my desk. So we're going to go with the Carp bell today. Like that in-between state where I'm not sure if I want polarized glasses or not. Sort of annoyed I left that rig at home. That just nearly knocked the camera over. This camera mount. We're just mounting it on a fence. Train's coming. Hello. So this station is a bit weird because it's two-sided. So a lot of times the trains have to stop here and wait for the other one to pass. There's a lot of these single tracks that have dual track stations around Japan, particularly in like rural Japan. I think at this point I've been on, unless there's one I'm missing, but as far as I know, I've been on every third sector rail in the Kanto region. Yes, I am. So I'm fishing for carp. Um, Mostly white carp in here. Buna. What's the English name? Japanese white carp, I think is their English name. So it's mostly Buna in here. There are some koi. For little fish, there's momoro, but we're not targeting them. There are crayfish. Probably another species I don't know. At one point there were invasive bass and bluegill in here that got in here, unfortunately. I think we've managed to kill them all off. A few years ago I caught a bluegill in here. So yeah, that's what we are up to. I tied up a new rig this morning while I was at work for my morning job, night job. I was like, oh, I'll use this, and then I left it on my desk. So using the Carp bell, which is not my favorite. We might move over to the bridge. The problem with the Carp bell is you're basically dropping it straight down. So you need them to come pretty close to shore. Ooh. They also don't bite while the trains are coming by, I have found. Probably vibrates too much. I think it's time to move. I'll give you a very quick tour. So here's the island. It's just a little pond by the train station. A little man-made pond. It's been stocked. Koi, Buna, there's Moro. There's a pretty big one. There's something hanging out in the weeds. Some mornings, a lot of them hang out around this part of the pond. Problem is, at least good thing I packed up a backup rig. I was like, oh, in case I lose this one, I'll pack the Carp bell. Fortunately, I did that. Otherwise, I would have got here and been like, oh, I left the rig on my desk. Oh, there's a bunch over there. Move this groups this time. sometimes if you can manage to drop a worm right in one of their schools, it'd be kind of fun action-wise. I've got to remake this. No, let me rebait my hook. I find that probably because they had so much pack bait thrown at them, or maybe I'm just using the wrong pack bait. But the worms in this pond, the fish in this pond seem to like worms way better than pack bait. Let's see, is this probably still on the side? super nosy. That was me. Nope. Yeah, so unlike the rig I tied up and I prefer to use, this one is too heavy to just drop on top of them. It disturbs the water too much versus the other one I prefer to use that just kind of is so light that it doesn't really disturb them when you drop it on them. That was memorable, I think. I'm glad it didn't get actually completely hooked. There are a lot of them in here, so I feel like they're actually more memorable than they used to be. So you gotta kind of, I don't know, deal with it, accept that they're gonna attack your bait. If you're microfishing, they can actually be kind of fun to target. Partially because they're kind of active all day. I mean, ideal fishing here for catching buna would be coming here in the evening before the sun sets, followed by pretty early in the morning. This is, after I take my kid to school is not ideal time. But it is when I do have time. I guess that's the thing. Think about it. Another way to think about it. Small fish are attacking it. Yeah, look at that. Huge number of them. Whole school. Man, I should have brought the micro rod. Let's go. Hmm. Let's see if I can try to flip one up on camera. Oh, nope, nope. It won't come here. A little too close. I was wondering if I could get one of the little fish to kind of grab on. I could flip it up in front of the camera. Not that I think it. I think the morels are too small to get these hooks in their mouths. At least I hope they are. She brought the micro rod or micro setup. I mean, it's just like this rod. It attaches to a Lillian, so I would think that I actually could theoretically attach it to this. Just be way too really big rod. Lots of little fish. Just so many little fish in here. It's kind of ridiculous. Am I fishing? I'm more just looking at the water. Yeah, I think those are little fish just harassing it. Yeah, lots of little fish. I feel like the little fish are more active during the day. that a raindrop? We've had weird weather. On and off. Catch any? Not yet. So far so I put a rig together this morning while I was at work, left it on my desk. So I'm using the rig I don't want to be using. So far the little fish have harassed me a lot. See if I can get it. I don't know if you can actually shows up on camera. There are a lot of moros. Oop. And one of them just took himself. So yes, I guess I did catch something, but not how I intended to, and not what I intended to catch. Let's see if I can get that out of you. Ooh. Okay, all right. You're lively. Moro. So yeah, I did catch something. Right, you're my good luck today. Not what I intended to catch. Boom, into the water. So yes, one Moro. I don't think he got hooked too badly on his side because I didn't see any blood. It was a little bit of a comedy error because I got here and I was like, oh yeah, I didn't grab a float. Okay, that's all right, not the end of the world. And I open my bag, I'm like, wait, I didn't even grab the rig I wanted. I need to come back out here another time with it. A lot of that reason. So this rig's kind of heavy. It's called a Carp. It's kind of heavy, so it makes a lot of noise when it hits the water, which scares away the fish, which I don't like. So I made a lighter rig that is good kind of for tossing on top of groups of Buna because they sort of school up and move around together, especially when it gets warmer. So you'll see like big groups of them. Now it's not really clear, so we can't see them. Did see one big group. Ooh, that was bigger. That might have been a Buna. Oh, he just checked it. You should be fishing on the other side of the bridge. Alright, so I'm seeing more Buna come to the surface on the other side of the bridge, so we're going to switch sides after I bait this hook. There we go. Baby back up. Hello, Terry. How are you? So far, we've got one Moro today, which was not our target species, but we caught one anyways. It's a little fish missing. Look at that little fish. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but there's just a huge school of little fish attacking it. Okay. Cast it a little further out. Look at that flip. This pond is very crowded with Moro. Ah, nice. Have fun, Terry. Glad you could stop in and say hi. It's probably small fish playing with it. Little fish. Look at me go. Just brought the micro rod. Catch some small ones. Big lorry coming. We're doing this very badly. Well, we can't make it. That's a lot of birds. Won't be able to make it a super long live stream today. I only usually go for an hour and a half anyway, so. Oh, train coming. All right. For one of those hard hits. It's just a small fish playing with it. Moros. I already caught one. Not even my target. This hook is supposed to be too big for a Moro, but that doesn't stop some. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it on camera. But you know what? If I'm not wearing polarized, I can't even see it. Can you get that on? No. There you can see the little fish are just yanking the thing. Whoop. Looking for Buna, they hit quite a bit harder too. They got bigger mouths, they kind of gulp their food, from my understanding. Instead of... No, I have seen one take bait before. We might get fox rain. It's sunny and nice. I think I just felt a raindrop. So in Japan, if it's sunny and raining, they call it fox rain. And the reason for that is that in mythology, when a fox gets married, she cries. And so even though they get married on a sunny day, it rains. The important part for the myth, I think, is that it's a female fox that gets married. I'm not an expert in mythology. I'm not a mythologist. Or you're a lawyer, or a doctor, or a psychologist. Look at all those birds. Gotta wrap up soon. You know, we got a nighttime job and a daytime job. It's kind of rough. Sometimes. Oftentimes. Yeah, little fish time again. I bet they're just gonna eat the last of the bait off of it. Okay, we got one fish. Small fish. Yeah, look at them go. Oh. All right, that's a big small fish. Ooh. These hooks are way too big for them to take unless they get themselves hooked. That was a particularly feisty one. I bet there's some ocean fish that this type of rig would work well for too. Oh, all the birds are going again. Oh, that's not even true. How come when I took my kid microfishing here, you guys, well, that was a while ago. That was why. Harassing the little fish. You know, for a second. If you built something like this with like really small, like size 2.5 or 3 hooks, I mean, not that there's any point to catching that many little fish at once. Oh, got one. There we go. There, that's Moro number 2 for the day. Oh. He's like, let me go. Release me into the water. Take me to the pond. There he goes. Put me in the water. It's really hard to get those huge hooks on their little mouths. I think you need something like a size 2 or 2.5 hook. Their mouths look tiny. Maybe actually they're even smaller mouths than Wakasagi. Anyways, he ate the last of our bait. And I, unfortunately, have a day job too. I kind of wish that, like, one of my jobs paid me enough. I didn't need the others. But yeah. Inflation's high in Japan. The yen's gotten weaker. And none of my pay raises have matched inflation. Not even close. Anyways, everybody, thank you for watching. If you're watching on the replay, please like, share, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think. And I will see you in our next adventure. If I can close this. My big sausage fingers don't do a good job.